Hi everyone, Mrs. Olson here. We are going to start our lesson on Ancient Egypt Women in Power. All right, beginning with the learning target, it reads that you are going to compose a paragraph that explains that women were highly respected in Egyptian society. So you need to use the reading document titled Women in Ancient Egypt, and the title at the top says Egypt's Golden Empire, Women in Power, and then you will see these two graphics inside of it. Okay? Now, to begin with your entry task, this helps to get your brain going on what you're going to be learning and going to be doing. I'd like you to make a list of women doing things that are considered powerful or respected. Now, I want you to think about women in modern times. So right now, what might a woman be doing that is considered powerful? This could be considered physically powerful, or perhaps a woman in a position of power. It could be that they are also doing something that is respected, or that they're in a position of respect. Okay, so I want you to take a minute or two to write a few ideas in this area right here. It doesn't have to be written with complete sentences. It can just be in a bulleted form. So right now is a good time to pause the video, take a minute or two to write those down, and then move on to the next section when you're done writing. I'm going to move down to this part. And it says that you're going to write a paragraph that explains how women were highly respected in Egyptian society. So the first thing that you need to do is to read the reading document. And I have actually created a video that you can click on where I'm reading with you. So you can kind of listen and read at the same time if you want to do that. Now, whether you choose to have me read it with you or you read it by yourself, I do suggest either to have the reading document open in another window so that you can reference it very easily when you're writing your paragraph, or if it's okay for you to print it out and use ink, print it out and have it next to you on your desk or your table or wherever you work so that you can look at it as you are writing your paragraph. Okay, the second part of this is that you are going to choose a quote out of that reading that helps to support the idea that women were highly respected in Egyptian society. Okay? The third part of this writing piece is that you will explain how this quote justifies women being highly respected in Egyptian society. There's also another short video tutorial to help you understand what the word justifies means, okay? And then lastly, you're going to be using this template. I'm going to scroll down. You're going to be using this template to help you write this paragraph. Okay, so use the template below to help write the evidence-based paragraph. Copy exactly the words in green in your paragraph. So a bunch of these are sentence starters to help you compose the entire paragraph. Okay, so this is the example. And you will see that as we go through that the green here that you'll copy word for word, you'll see up here in the actual example. Okay? So the first two sentences are kind of written for you. You just have to copy them. So it says, in the secondary source, Egypt's Golden Empire, Women in Power, PBS states that the high level of respect for women made Egyptian society unusual for its time. Women in the royal household could become especially influential. Okay, this is where you insert your quote. You'll start your sentence with PBS explains that. So here is that part. PBS explains that. Now, when you use a quote from a document, you'll want to use a quote, a beginning quote, okay? And because I did not use the entire sentence, I only took the middle part of the sentence, I begin the quote with a dot, dot, dot. This signifies that there is actually more to it, more to the beginning, but I haven't needed to use it in my quote, okay? So quotation marks, dot, dot, dot. The principal queen became an essential part of her husband's reign. Any attempt to rule without a consort became an offense against Mott. Dot, 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 because there's a little bit more to the sentence, but I don't need it for the quote, and then an end quote, okay? So that is inserting the quote part, and now we have to justify why we're using the quote. So to justify that quote in relation to women being highly respected, we're going to start the next sentence with, this is a valuable point because. This is a valuable point because it shows the power that women, hold on, that Egyptian queens gained during the New Kingdom period. So that helps to say why women were highly respected. And then here's the explanation, okay? You have to explain how the quote is connected to the main statement. Now, the main idea of the quote is about the husband, okay? So here we go again. The husband was not allowed to rule without his principal queen because it would upset the balance of the universe. And what I mean by that is the universe according to the ancient Egyptians. So it was considered offensive against part of their beliefs and their gods if she did not rule with him, okay? So you have to justify your quote, and then you have to explain it. That's going to make up the entire evidence-based paragraph, okay? So, you'll have to read the document. You'll want to choose your quote, and then you're going to use this template as your guide with these sentence starters to help you write the paragraph. All right, guys, make sure that you ask me questions if you have them, and it is definitely okay to resubmit paragraphs after I give you feedback if maybe you didn't get it quite right the first time. Have a good day. Bye.